Okay, so how does being disorganized affect your health and your life?
So being disorganized causes somebody to not think straight. When you walk into your home and it's cluttered, you don't realize the strain it takes on your body. You don't have energy. You don't know where to start. You can't think straight. So coming into a home that's clean and you can find things that you're looking for easily makes a whole life difference.
Huge difference.
Huge.
Does that sound like you? Then you are in the right place. Hi and hello everyone, and welcome to Sarasota Bay Business Television. I'm your host, Dr. Chelsea Durda, and this is my beautiful friend, Audrinna Hoelzle, and she's going to tell us today about her amazing organization company and why organization is such an important part of your world. So tell us a little bit about you.
Well, I am 29 years old and I have been very organized my entire life. I was diagnosed with diabetes when I was 6 years old.
Bless.
So it was kind of given to me that you had to be organized. You had to take care of yourself, and I grew up very quickly. I was also a personal assistant to private families in Virginia Beach, where I helped organize and keep their businesses and personal life organized, which actually helped a lot. And so that's how I got started, and I've always been interested in it, and I found Ideal Organizing and Design, and it's such a family. It's not just a business. We are a family. We all love each other. We treat each other with such respect. Everyone loves to help everyone, and it's just a wonderful company.
I love that so much. Y'all, everyone knows at this point that although big corporations are great, it's all about that family environment, the small business, what really makes people glow and shine, that makes business so much more exciting. I mean, I would much rather work with someone who says, yeah, I work with a family environment and it's so much fun, than just a random company on the street. So this is very exciting. So obviously, being diagnosed with diabetes affected your personal organization. What was it that made you say, absolutely, I have to help other people with this too?
I have always been the type of person that wants to take care of somebody else. I think I get that from my mother. Always a caretaker. I have my CNA, my Certified Nursing Assistant license.
Very nice.
I just love to care for people, and I truly, deep down in my heart, love everybody. And as long as you're smiling, I'm smiling, and that's a huge, huge part of life, and I think sometimes we forget that.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, and it's difficult as a caregiver to sometimes find that balance between taking care of other people and taking care of yourself. So being organized as a caregiver is so important. Do you have any thoughts about that? Like for someone who's taking care of an elderly parent, someone who's taking care of an ill child, anything from that aspect?
Take it day by day.
Day by day.
Try to plan at least a day before, and go by the day before of what you didn't do. Make a list, have a calendar. Make sure that you are one step ahead of the game, because it truly makes such a difference.
That's
in
massive.
Organizing and in life in general.
Oh, I love that. See, it all comes down to lists and structure. You can save yourself so much time and mental energy. I actually talk to my coaching clients about this all the time, because if you don't have that structure in place, you're wasting mental energy on thinking of that to-do list in the back of your head, on trying to remember things at night when you could just write it down. That's such a helpful tip. Thank you for that.
Such a helpful tip.
Such a helpful tip. So what is like the number one thing when you go into a new environment where you see people doing things not wrong, but like a commonality of, oh my gosh, this is something I see over and over in my business?
So when you go into somebody's home, it's always going to be a different project. Everybody is going through something different, and they got to that position a different way.
Right.
And everyone has a story to tell. So you go in, you do a consultation, you sit down with that person and you talk to them, and you kind of understand, you take a step back and you try to understand where they're coming from and what they're going through that made them disorganized. Beautiful. Or where they are in life. So you're not just an organizer, you're a friend, sometimes a therapist, and you just really need to have a good, caring heart, and you can't teach that.
Right.
You need to have that. And it's so important to just listen to their stories and do the best that you can for them and make them feel good about decluttering and getting rid of some of that stuff that they've been holding on to for so long that they no longer need. And I will say this, when you do have somebody accomplish one of their goals, the smile on their face is everything. It is truly everything. It's wonderful. So
that's so powerful. I'm really glad that you brought up the mental space as being such an important component, because I think people have an idea that if an organizer is coming into your home, they're going to clean up for you and they're going to be possibly taking away things that you're not ready to let go of yet. And that's really not the case, correct?
Correct.
Yes, you're meeting them where they're at, finding out what their individual goals are, and then unveiling, okay, this is what we're ready to let go of. That's
right.
So important.
We go in, we plan together. This is a team effort. This is not just me coming in and saying, you know, well, you no longer need that, you no longer use that. No, you understand somebody and you treat them with the respect that you would want in life. And again, it's a team effort, and it's wonderful to work with my clients.
Oh, I love that so much. So on that note, what are some other misconceptions you find about organizing? Like, what do people have in their mind about what things are going to look like? Besides that, of course, things that they're not sure about, things that, you want to debunk a couple myths.
So one of the myths is that we're going to come in and get rid of everything.
Right.
And a lot of people are afraid
Very
of
much.
that. And that's not what we do at all. We come in, we talk to you, we make a plan. We're not coming in to, pick up your life and throw it away.
Right. That's important.
That is very important. Another one of the myths is that, we just come in and we're not caring.
Right.
It's just a job. And it's not just a job. This takes a lot of caring, like I said, and effort into understanding their story and wanting to help them and keep the help going.
Yeah.
So just because we're done with the project then doesn't mean we're done with the project.
Right.
A couple months we will contact you and say, how are you? Do you need any help? Do you want to, get together and see if a couple things are disorganized? Would you like to put them back into place? And that's what we do. We're not just there as a job. We're there as a friend. And that's one thing that is misconception, like through and through.
Right. I mean, I would never have known before working with an organizer what that relationship looks like. I mean, that is a powerful thing. You have someone now in your corner who's not just saying, okay, project's done, but in fact you have someone who is guiding you along the way, and now it's an ongoing, as you mentioned, friendship and relationship and support system, because the reality is people usually wait until things are bad to take action. It's the reality. Some people might take action right away, but the vast majority, you don't do something different until things are critical or close to critical. Right. So it's the habits that got you there are not going to go away right away, right?
It's a work in progress. And again, that's where almost like the therapy comes in, is you have to kind of work with them and let them know that, think about it this way. If you haven't used something in a certain amount of time, whether it be 6 months, if you're good at giving things away, donating, then great. But if it needs to be a year or a year and a half, you set a goal for yourself. Set that goal, try to stick to it. Or again, call us. That's what we're here for. We're here to help you, keep you on track. Make sure that you walk into your house and you don't have a cluttered mind or a cluttered home.
Love that. Now, I know someone listened to that and thought, okay, well, she looks really young, and younger people tend not to hold older things with as much respect and value. I've heard that from a lot of people. Oh, millennials, you just think you can throw away anything. But that's not really what you're talking about when you're saying something's not been used in 6 months, correct?
Correct. Yeah. So, you don't just go in and throw things away.
Right.
If you feel the need to donate it, which I tell a lot of my clients, if you feel like you don't need this any longer and you would like to donate it, remember that the person that's going to pick that up at Goodwill or a thrift shop is going to love it just as much as you do.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to buy that piece because they love that piece, or that piece of clothing, or your mom's plate set, or whatever the fact may be. Is that person is going to love it just as much as you. And it's hard to understand that sometimes, but again, we're not there to just throw your stuff out and make you feel overwhelmed, because you're already feeling that.
Right.
We're there to walk you through it and see what we can do and find a place for it in your home, in your heart, that's going to fit well.
Yeah, that's massive. I know you mentioned to me earlier that one of the services you offer, both people and businesses, is working with paper clutter. Can you tell us a little bit about what that looks like? Because I know that's one of the most daunting tasks for a lot of people. Is she going to look at my information? Let's talk about that.
Yes, so that's a huge thing. And as everyone probably knows, paperwork piles up.
Mm-hmm.
You have bills from last year that you've paid, and you still keep the paperwork.
Right.
So what we do is we go in, again, always consultation. You always sit down and you have a conversation with your client about how they're feeling and what their end goal is.
Mm-hmm.
So you have paperwork, you have bills, you have stuff with your social security number. We do not look at anything, the contract that we have with our clients, that is none of our business.
Mm-hmm.
Our business and what we do is we go in and we declutter. We put things in files, we label, we make sure that you can find that paperwork easy.
Right.
If you need it still. So we don't look at any of your personal items. That's not what we're there for.
Right.
So just be assured that we are not trying to look at any of your stuff. We're just there to help you.
Right. Right. So you don't have to go before the organizer comes over and black out your social security number.
White it out.
They are on your team and ready to help, and such a powerful service.
We are here for you.
I love that. So if somebody was thinking, okay, well, this is starting to sound like me, maybe I should consider getting involved with this. Like, what's the best way for them to reach out to you, to reach you directly?
So we have Facebook, we have Instagram, my number is on all of our websites. I'm also on Nextdoor, if anyone has Nextdoor. I'm around a lot. I've handed out my cards to a lot of people. But if you need me, please call. I guess we could put
We're
numbers.
Gonna put everything in the description.
Okay,
Yep,
so
all the information will be in the description of the video.
And if you know of anybody else, it may not be you. It may be a mother, it may be a friend, it may be one of your grandparents. Call. Consultation is free. I'd love to come and talk to you. That's the first thing that we do. Come and talk to you, see what we could do, see if we can work together and make a plan and reach your goal.
That's so huge. Thank you for that, dear.
Yes, of course.
So you also run a business and social networking group. Tell us a little bit about that, because that's super fun.
It is super fun. So I started a business and social networking group, and we do it in downtown Sarasota. We do it every other Thursday. And what we do is we have people sign up that want to network and possibly get new business from this. And we meet so many new people in so many different occupations. And that's word of mouth, which is such a huge thing for business.
Massive.
Huge. So, and then we also make friends. We make friends. We're not just there to, just make business and do that. We're also making connections with people. And they might say, hey, I know this person, or, wow, my business can really use this. And then that's how you get your new clients. And it's really wonderful. It's fun. and I would love for everyone to join.
You should absolutely check it out. We have a ton of fun there. It's a great place to meet new people. And hey, connection has been missing for the past year. It is time to get out there and start meeting new people, and this is a great way to do that. So, Audrina, before I let you go, if you could put one thing on a billboard to tell all of Sarasota Bay, what would it be?
Call us today, because we give back your peace of mind, freedom, and your time.
Oh, that hit me in the feels, girl. That was beautiful.
And it's true. 100% that's what we live by, and that's what we do. We're here for you.
I love that so much. Well, you guys heard it here first on Sarasota Bay Business TV. Check out Audrina and find out more about her business, and I hope you all have a fabulous sunny Florida day.
Thank you.